Hi everyone! My name is Sonia Lacoma and I'm the founder and executive director of Brown Kids Read Incorporated, which is a nonprofit that I started to motivate all children, but especially children of color, to read more diverse literature. I'm 15 now, but when I started this organization, I was 13 years old, and I've always had a passion for reading. Brown Kids Read's goal is to diversify literature and get books into the hands of children who need to read them, which is everyone. We do this by working with school districts, partnering with other organizations, and creating programs, all to bring reading to life for young kids. This year, we're bringing to you our Storytime Christmas Extravaganza, where you'll get to hear some amazing authors and meet some great stories. All proceeds go towards giving books as gifts to children spending Christmas in a New Jersey homeless shelter. By tuning in and donating, you're not only getting some awesome entertainment, but you're also sharing the holiday spirit and supporting children who may not have access to books where they feel represented. Before we get into the program for tonight, I want to remind you that we're doing giveaways throughout the evening. So if you've pre-registered on the Eventbrite form, be sure to stay for the entire program because you might just be a winner. The first video we have is by Brittany Green. Brittany Green is a graduate of Arizona State University, where she received her bachelor's degree in mass communications and media studies. Brittany is a single mother to a beautiful daughter who inspired her to write her first children's book, entitled Little Black Girl. In her spare time, Brittany enjoys reading, writing, and a good concert. Today, she's reading for us her next book, Little Black Boy. Let's get into it.
And by using his mind, he set the foundation for the life you live today. Little black boy, never waste your mind. You're a descendant of great inventors whose ideas stand the test of time. Black men created the water gun, the video game system, the potato chip, and so much more. They never let obstacles stop them. They break down every door. From the first successful open heart surgery in America to media moguls, we have seen the contributions of Black men go global. In 2019, Robert Smith, a Black billionaire, found a way to show he truly cared by giving back to his community. 2 generations are now debt-free, and you too can make a difference in this world. God has given gifts to every boy and girl. So please, little black boy, shoot for the stars. Trust in the Lord, because with his guidance, you'll go far. You are wanted and needed. That's clear as can be. Our love for you runs deeper than the sea. You are strong, smart, and confident. Your impact on the world is evident. So hold true to these words that are permanent, because little black boy, you are heaven sent. Happy holidays.
That was amazing. And I'm now joined by Regine Bennett, who's the president of Kids Hub. Hey, Regine.
Hey, Sanyu, how are you? I'm fine. It's an absolute pleasure to be joining you on your Storytime Christmas Extravaganza fundraiser. Always a pleasure.
Yes, I'm so excited for all the authors. And actually, next up,
Mm-hmm.
we have the sing along portion, which I'm really excited to get to
Me
see.
too.
So, how have you been doing? What are you looking forward to tonight?
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing the different authors read, as you said, and just having a good time with the sing-alongs. I love music, so I'm looking ready to have my groove on, and, have a great
Yes.
time, a splendid time, and really enjoy while we're doing this. It's for a great cause, and I'm happy to be a part of that cause.
Exactly. And I think that it's just so important to give back, especially to share the message of literature and giving kids the opportunity to feel represented.
Hmm.
And right now, like I
Definitely.
said before, we're about to get into our sing along. We are joined by
Yes.
Miss Gia Ware. She is an amazing actress and singer with a bachelor's degree in theater from Montclair State University. And she has agreed to come tonight and sing some Christmas joy into this event. She has starred in
Yay.
off Broadway productions and traveled the world doing theater productions as well. I'm so excited that she's here with us tonight because she actually used to coach me and is one of the reasons why I love singing and
Oh.
acting so much. She's going to be singing some songs that we all know, so for all of you watching, you can sing along and have some fun. Let's take it over to Miss Gia.
Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Are you ready to sing some songs with me? I hope so. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha, ha, ha! Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Woo! Jingle bells! I have another song for you. How many of you know about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeers used to like to call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you'll go down in history. Wasn't that fun? Let's sing that one more time. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you'll go down in history. Ba-ba-da-dum-bum, bum, bum. I love that song.
Oh, joy to the world. The Lord has come.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. Let heaven and nature sing. Let heaven and nature sing. Let heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. Heaven and nature sing. Let heaven and nature sing. Let heaven and nature sing. I love that song. How about Away in a Manger, No Crib for a Babe? The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky look down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. How many of you know Silent Night? Silent night, holy night, all is calm and all is bright. Round young virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight. Glory streams from heaven afar. Heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, all is calm and all is bright. Round young virgin mother and child, holy infant, tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. I turn it over now to Miss Sonia Lukoma.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Regine. All right, guys, we're back.
Sonia.
And next up, we're going to be talking to Miss Zenda Walker. But before we do that, I want to let you guys know how you can donate so that we can give those books to the kids in the homeless shelter. All you have to do is go to brownkidsread.org. And when you go to brownkidsread.org, there's going to be this big button that says donate. And then you press the button and you can donate however much you can to the cause. We really appreciate it. So now back to Miss Zenda Walker. Miss Zenda Walker studied at Boston University and now lives in California. She's an amazing author whose new book, Zara's Wash Day, is soon to be released. Today she's coming on to share her absolute favorite childhood Christmas memory. And guess who's joining her? Her daughter, Zara. Hi.
Hello, everyone.
How are you?
Doing very well. And yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm very excited for the night's events. So,
thank you for having us on today. We're so excited.
Hey, Zara.
Come, she's saying hi.
Hi.
How are you?
She's asking how you're doing.
I'm good.
So, Miss Zenda, what is your absolute favorite childhood Christmas memory?
Oh, there are so many, but I will say I grew up in a Jamaican household, and in any Caribbean household, there are a lot of traditions. And in my household, it was really fun to watch my mom and my grandma in the kitchen, and watching them, my grandma especially, make our famous black cake or rum cake, Jamaican rum cake, which is something that many West Indians cook at different holiday occasions or special occasions, including weddings and, of course, the holidays. And so smelling all those amazing sweet smells of, confection. And, my grandmother would make an amazing carrot cake as well. And so it would be great to kind of be in the kitchen with mom and grandma and then smell those, the baking smells, but also just the excitement for the holiday and being with family.
Yes, food. Oh my goodness. It's like food ties into every holiday, and especially because you come from a Jamaican family, so there's all that Caribbean flavor in the food. My goodness, just thinking about it, can't wait for Christmas to come.
Exactly.
Would you mind sharing a little bit about your book?
Sure. I am really excited because this is a project that's really near and dear to my heart and very personal. And so just to give you a little bit background, I have a hairstylist background. I studied communications in school, but I always had this creative side to me and loved to create with my hands. And so I became a hairstylist after going to grad school. And I knew I would always do something in the hair and beauty space. And so I've been working in marketing and all these different roles. And then I thought to myself, I have this special hair experience with my daughter as she's been growing up and really learning about, how to care for her hair. And so this book is actually inspired by a conversation I've been having with Zara about her hair texture, but also giving her a little bit of background into all the cultural styles that I create in her hair. And so there was one day that, Zara was asking me, Mommy, why do I always have to wear my hair in braids? Or, why do I put beads in my hair or adorn my hair with all these gold cuffs and have all these interesting, intricate hairstyles? And it made me think about the fact that this is a tradition that Black people in America and all over the world have, which is what we call our wash day, right? We have a day or hours dedicated in the day to caring for our hair. And so when I'm doing Zara's hair and I'm creating all these beautiful cornrows and different ethnic cultural styles, I thought to myself, do we ever really ask ourselves that question? Like, why do we do these styles? They just come naturally to us. We grew up seeing other children doing it, and our parents did our hair like that. And so it made me think of a time when my dad came down in the kitchen while I had my wash day as a child. And my sister and I were kind of fussing. We have really kinky, coily hair. tender scalp, and we were kind of complaining about our texture and not really happy about getting our hair done. And my dad told us, he said, listen, you guys, I know you're not happy, but your hair is linked to a really beautiful heritage. It's linked to the maroons of Jamaica. And then I paused for a second and I thought, what is my dad talking about? The maroons of Jamaica. And he went on to explain that the maroons of Jamaica were African slaves that were brought over to Jamaica that resisted bondage and ran to the hills of Jamaica and set up free communities. And I remember that day because it made me sit in my mom's chair differently and think about my hair much differently and have a little bit more sense of self and pride in my texture. And I wanted to know more. And so I thought to myself, my daughter's asking about her hair as well. I'm going to pass down this story from her grandfather and let her know what each of the styles that I create in her hair is tied to, and which is to her West African ancestors. And so every time I do a style like a Fulani braid style and I adorn her hair with beads, we are celebrating the Fulani tribe of West Africa. And so it just, for me, is a way for me to, really share. And here's just like a copy of this book. This is really special because I will be publishing next month. So you guys are getting a sneak peek into what the cover of the book looks like. And so it's really just about creating a different story and narrative around Wash Day. So our children's sons and daughters can really have this sense of pride in their hair. And it also is a way for us to share with Black people all over the world that we are, we talk about our slave history in America as though we need to be ashamed of it. And you know what? It is a part of our history. But what I want to celebrate is the fact that there were so many things in our past that, where Black people in America were meant to hide our culture or to not know about who we are. But even through all that adversity, we are still celebrating our ancestry through our hair.
And I think
So that's what
really
it's about.
Important, because every little Black girl can relate to Wash Day. I know I definitely can. And I'm just really excited that there's a book about it. So I want to say thank you so much, Ms. Zenda, for joining me. I've really enjoyed hearing about your favorite Christmas memory, and I enjoyed hearing about your book. Everybody, you can go to the Brown Kids Read website. You'll be able to see the book cover there, and we'll have more information about it on our website once she releases. So make sure you grab a copy because I know it's going to sell out. All right,
thank you so much, Sanyu.
Of course. All right, everyone. Next up, we have another story time by Malcolm Mitchell. Now, Malcolm Mitchell is the rookie who helped the New England Patriots win Super Bowl 51. He's also the founder of an initiative called Read with Malcolm, which introduces book ownership to students and works to improve literacy in schools. Malcolm's Share the Magic Foundation promotes the benefits of reading to kids in underserved communities. As the New England Patriots Summer Reading Ambassador, he encourages summer reading, and he lives in Atlanta, Georgia now. His book, The Magician's Hat, is next up on the list. And guess what? It's not just a story time, but it's animated too. So it's really cool to watch. Let's get into it.
Hi, I'm Malcolm Mitchell, professional football player and author of The Magician's Hat. I set out to write a story that would inspire you, kids, to read. And inside, you'll find a story where a magician comes along. But wait a second. How about I just read it to you? I hope you enjoy the magic that's inside. Family Fun Day at the library was filled with exciting events. Book scavenger hunts, storytelling, reading rallies. Today, for the first time, a magician arrived with a bag of tricks and a big hat. Everyone gathered around to see the magician perform. He bent the spoon just by looking at it. He made playing cards float in front of his nose. The magician could even make a coin appear from a puppy's ear. When he waved his wand, a banana vanished. This was just the warm-up act. Now the magician was ready to dazzle the crowd with his favorite trick of all. The magician's magic started with a story. When I was a kid, my mom and dad brought me to this library on Family Fun Day. During the book scavenger hunt, I wandered into the reading room. There were hundreds of books. Books about dogs, books about planes, books about the sun, flowers, rain, cities, and circus dancers. Out of the hundreds of books, one special book jumped out at me. It was a book about magic. I read and read and read every single word on every single page. I discovered that book wasn't just about magic. I learned that books are magic. Even though I was still in the library, those pages and words took me places I had always dreamed of going. This is how I knew I wanted to become a magician when I grew up. Soon after that, I got my magician's hat. The Family Fun Day crowd had grown. Kids from all over town were eager to see more of the magician's magic. He asked them, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Amy shouted, "I want to be a dentist." The magician invited Amy to reach inside his hat. Amy dug deep, then deeper, until she felt something. It's a book," Amy shouted. The magician asked, "What is your book about?" "My book's about teeth, cleaning teeth, and fixing teeth, and x-rays." Right away, like magic, Amy saw herself holding dental tools, a toothbrush, and a rinsing cup. But in the library, where everyone could see, Amy was hugging her book and smiling. Matt had been watching closely. After seeing Amy's magic, he wondered, what else is in that hat? He called out, "I want to be a famous football player." And so, the magician offered Matt his hat. "Let's see what magic you can find inside." Matt reached in, way down. There was something that couldn't fit into just one hand. Matt plunged both hands into the hat and pulled. It's a book about football. It even has my name on it. All at once, like magic, Matt was on the field, running, tackling, catching, punting, sometimes fumbling, sometimes falling, lots of times winning. Ryan called out from the back of the crowd, "Wait a second, this is not magic." Amy's and Matt's parents must have told the magician what they want to be when they grow up. The magician asked Ryan, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" This was Ryan's chance to prove that the magician was a fake. He snickered and said, "A dog." The magician asked Ryan to reach into his magical hat. Ryan said, "I can't feel anything." Sometimes you must really reach and stretch for what you want to be. That's part of the magic. Ryan reached deeper and deeper until his fingers grabbed onto something. He clutched a beautiful book that had nothing to do with dogs. Its pages were filled with letters and paintings and photos and fold-outs, stars, planets, rocket ships. Ryan had always dreamed of becoming an astronaut and exploring the wide open sky, hurling into outer space and zooming to a far-off galaxy. "Whoa," whispered Ryan. "How did you do that?" "I am not doing anything," the magician said. "You are." "I am?" asked Ryan. "But there's got to be a secret trick in those books." "The desires that are within you are the magic in these books. Follow your dreams, and they will take you wherever you want to go." The magician turned his hat so everyone could see inside. "What are your dreams?" That question made all kinds of magic appear. Hi, I'm Malcolm Mitchell, and I was once a kid just like you. I loved to play sports, but growing up, I learned that reading was very, very important to help me become the person I want to be and reach my full potential. So I want to encourage you to read so you can grow up and reach your full potential and become the person you want to be. It's been fun being here with you today, and remember, keep reading.
Hope you all enjoyed that. I really did. Hey, Regine.
Sanyu,
Yes. Okay. So, how are you doing? What did you like so far?
I love everything so far, especially that book. It was so animated, so creative, and I absolutely loved everything about it. I love the singing. Oh my gosh. And the reindeer nose was so creative. Oh wow. It's a fantastic show layout so far, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Me too. And I actually interviewed Mr. Malcolm a couple of weeks ago, and it's going to be the first interview that's up on the Brown Kids Read YouTube channel. So I'm really excited to see that. And also the singing, like you said, amazing,
Yes,
fabulous. Miss Gia, she's
definitely.
dazzling. I just love
And
her
I
voice.
agree with Miss Zenda's mom. So it's so amazing about wash day, right? I actually have wash day today, so I was actually like, oh yeah, I relate to that.
Yeah, and it's really cool because then the younger kids will be able to see it. And sometimes wash day can feel like a burden because it could be up to 6, 7 hours for certain people, depending on how much hair they have. And that book just brings the whole experience together. And it's also gonna give
Yes.
a little bit of history and background about black hair and the culture and everything like that.
Definitely, and it's important that we appreciate our natural black hair types in its entirety. I love your hairstyle, by the way, Sunny. You think fabulous, and I really love everything that that book will come with, and I wish it all the best.
Yeah, and what was really cool is when Miss Zenda said that she grew up in a Jamaican family. I thought of you. So, what's your
Yeah.
experience like at Christmas time? What's your favorite Christmas memory, Regine?
Wow, that's such a hard question because every Christmas memory is so special. Like I can't compare any of them because for this Christmas it will be the first Christmas I'm spending with my family abroad. So I can't say which one is better. It would be unfair. All of them are special. All of the memories with food, like who wants more plate than who want which other person, who wants to get this to carry home. It's just so many memories, but they're all the best.
I just remember my favorite Christmas memory was actually when I was about maybe 7 years old and I had to keep a secret. Let me tell you what the secret was. So, my mom and my dad had gotten my sister this huge dollhouse in the basement. And of course, she didn't know, but I woke up early, so I ran downstairs and I saw it. But then my mom said, Sonny, you can't tell her about this house. It has to be a surprise. So I had to keep the secret from her for a little bit until she went down, and she
Wow.
was so excited when she got to see that dollhouse because she loved it so much.
Wow. That's so amazing. And even coming to think of it, I think one time that's when I found out that my mom was kind of behind the scenes because I was so in love with Santa Claus. And I was like, where is mommy during the middle of the night? Why is she gone? And then, boom, wake up and see the tree looking so nice. I mean, Christmas is just one of the most fabulous times of the year.
Yeah. So, Regine, guess what? Next up, I actually have a giveaway. We're going to do the sing along, but I have 2 books. We've already chosen the winners. So, if Cleo is on the stream, if your parent is
Woo!
watching, or if you're the parent and you're watching, make sure that you send a direct message to either the Brown Kids Read Instagram page, which is at Brown Kids Read, and you can tell us your information so we can send the book, or you can send us a message on Facebook Messenger at Brown Kids Read NJ, because Cleo has won Shiloh and Dandy the Lion. We also have another winner of the book I Will Be Fierce. So if Aaliyah is on the stream and your parent pre-registered you, make sure that they send a direct message to at Brown Kids Read on Instagram or at Brown Kids Read NJ on Facebook, because you've won this amazing book, I Will Be Fierce. All right, next up, woo! Next up, we're going back to Miss Gia for some amazing Christmas music. Make sure you sing along.
Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Are you ready to sing some songs with me? I hope so. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in laughing all the way. Ha, ha, ha. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha, ha, ha. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Woo! How many of you know about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Would you like to sing that with me one more time? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Bum ba da dum bum bum. Ah! I always love that song. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. Let nature sing, let nature sing, let heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. Let heaven and nature sing, let heaven and nature sing, let heaven and nature sing. Silent night, holy night. How many of you know that song? Would you sing with me? Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Round young virgin mother and child Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight. Glorious streams from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, all is calm and all is bright. Round young virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. How about we wish you a Merry Christmas? We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Woo! I turn it back over to Miss Sonia Lucoma.
All right, let's give it up for Miss Gia. Come on, guys, let's go. That was amazing. Hey, Regine.
Hey, Sanyu.
Look what I have. These are actually the kinds of bags that we're going to be giving to the kids in the shelter this year. Inside, we've put 3 to 5 books for each child, one a hardcover and the rest of them smaller ones, and they are amazing stories. We really want to be able to give these children as many books as possible for the holiday season as Christmas gifts. So you can donate at brownkidsread.org. You can press the big donate button. You can help us out by sharing this live stream, letting people know, letting them come join and share the Christmas spirit. Regine, I'm just so excited to give these kids these gifts.
I am too, and I wish I was there to help you give them out actually. Wow, I love the bag. So nice, and I know the kids will definitely be excited to receive them.
Yes. And the thing about it is, I know that especially the climate that we're in, it's a lot harder to give gifts to people as we usually would. But we have to think about people who haven't had those resources and those opportunities to have the things that a lot of people do. And right now, it's hard. I know it's hard for everybody, and that's why I'm asking to give as much as you can. We're not asking for a lot. Anything is helpful and everything counts.
Yeah, as we say in Jamaica, one cocoa full basket. We should all be our brother's keeper. And if you think that you can help in any way, it might be the smallest, it might be a penny. You still give, and God will bless your givings, your donations, and it will definitely make a difference.
Yes. So guess who the next author we have? The next author that we have up is Grace Byers. So Grace Byers is an actress and activist known for her roles in Fox's smash hit series Empire and Marvel's The Gifted. As a multicultural, biracial child of deaf adults, Grace was bullied throughout her childhood, which inspired her first picture book, a New York Times bestseller, I Am Enough, an ode to the empowerment of young girls. Her follow-up book, I Believe I Can, celebrates both boys and girls as they strive for their highest potential. She lives in Los Angeles with her husband, actor Trey Byers. I Am Enough actually was one of the first books on the Brown Reads bookshelf, which is part of the reason why I'm so excited to have Miss Grace with us. She sent in a video of her reading her book, I Am Enough, and the video is just that, very graceful. Let's get into it.
Hello, it's Grace Byers, and I just wanted to say that although I'm unable to be with you at the virtual event right now, I am with you in spirit. And before we started reading, I just wanted to share one of my favorite Christmas memories is wrapping gifts with my mother and my sister. We loved to wrap gifts. We loved to receive gifts, but to wrap them, that was one of our favorite things to do. And even now, my mom and my sister and I, if I may say so myself, we are fantastic gift wrappers because we just love the idea of being able to present something beautiful to someone that we loved. So with that said, I just wanted to go ahead and jump into our story time book for this section, which is I Am Enough. This is one of my favorites, and I really hope that it's one of yours too. Let's read. Like the sun, I'm here to shine. Like the voice, I'm here to sing. Like the bird, I'm here to fly and soar high over everything. Like the trees, I'm here to grow. And like the mountains, I'm here to stand. Like time, I'm here to be and be everything I can. Like the champ, I'm here to fight. And like the heart, I'm here to love. Like the ladder, I'm here to climb, and like the air, to rise above. Like the wind, I'm here to push, and like a rope, I'm here to pull. Like the rain, I'm here to pour and drip and fall until I'm full. Now you may say, how can I pour and drip and fall until I'm full? Well, I'll tell you. Whenever you pour acts of kindness, whenever you drip little words of love, or whenever you fall into like with friends or fall into love with your family, these are the things that make you full inside. Like the moon, I'm here to dream. And like the student, I'm here to learn. Like the water, I'm here to swell. Like the fire, here to burn. Like the winner, I'm here to win. But if I don't, I'll get up again. I know that I may sometimes cry, but even then, I'm here to try. Now, I'm not meant to be like you, and you're not meant to be like me. Sometimes we will get along, and sometimes we will disagree. I know that we don't look the same. Our skin, our eyes, our hair, our frame, but that does not dictate our worth. We both have places here on earth. And in the end, we are right here to live a life of love, not fear. To help each other when it's tough, and to say together, and say it with me, I am enough. Awesome job, guys. Thank you so much for reading this with me. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I want you to remember this Christmas season and always that you are more than enough. I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye, guys.
Wasn't that graceful? That was so beautiful, right, Regine?
Indeed, Tanya, it was absolutely beautiful.
Yes, I've just loved that story for the longest time, especially because it's one of the first picture books where I saw somebody who not that I related to because I saw that in the past, but it's just the main character in the front of the book with her big hair and her dark skin. She looked just like me.
Yes, and you can see all the textures coming out. I was like, wow, so many kids around the world can relate to that and see themselves being represented in the book, in a book like that and other books as well. That's phenomenal.
Exactly. So I actually have another giveaway. Next up, we have The Magician's Hat. So that was the book that was read earlier, and we're actually giving it away to Noble. So if Noble, you're on the stream, if your parent is on the stream, make sure that they send a message to @BrownKidsRead on Instagram or @BrownKidsReadNJ on Facebook so that we can give you your book. So next for the giveaway, we have the book Love. We are giving this book to Amari. So Amari, if you're on the stream, if your parent is on the stream, make sure that they send a message to @BrownKidsRead on Instagram or @BrownKidsReadNJ so that you can claim your prize and get your book. So, Regine, next up, I get to talk to a really cool author. His name is Jeremy McCool, and his book is Princess and the Power of Melanin. So, Jeremy McCool is a media personality, college educator, and author born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. His first book, Princess and the Power of Melanin, was released in December of 2018 and was actually co-authored by Western Illinois University professor Dr. Anthony McBride. This book deals with discrimination and is created to combat bullying and to uplift Black children.
Hi, how's it going? Thank you for having me.
Jeremy, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm excited to talk to you all about my best Christmas experience.
Yes. So, what is your favorite Christmas memory?
So it's actually the 20th anniversary of my favorite Christmas experience moment in history. So back when I was 7 years old, I'm 27 currently. When I was 7 years old, there was a very popular game out. And I know that a lot of the kids now probably know nothing about this. To you all, it would be the PlayStation 5 or a tablet, an iPad. But during this time, it was the Game Boy Color. That was the most popular game that every kid in the world wanted. They wanted to be able to play Pokemon. They wanted to be able to go on and play Super Mario Brothers and all of these games. But the game was pretty expensive when it came out. And my family wasn't by any means rich and told me early, we can't afford this game. Sorry, not going to be able to happen this year. And of course, as kids, we were disappointed, but we were like, it's still Christmas. We're still going to get gifts. We'll be fine. So I remember waking up on Christmas Day in my mind, expecting action figures, little toys, knickknacks, which
Yeah.
still excited about. It's toys, it's Christmas. I'm still excited, either way it goes. But as we woke up, on the foot of both of our beds, me and my brothers were Game Boy Colors, as well as Pokemon. And we lost our minds, screaming, hollering around the room. And I still remember this vividly to this day because it was the best Christmas ever. And yeah, so that is by far my best Christmas experience, Christmas memory. And that was 20 years ago this Christmas. So I'm excited to tell you all that story.
Yeah, I can definitely relate. I feel like every kid at some point in their life, their parent has been like, hey, we can't get you this for Christmas. And then in the morning, it's there. I mean, I would scream if I were you too. And thank you so much for sharing your favorite Christmas memory. Would you mind telling us a little bit about Princess and the power of magic melanin?
Princess and the Power of Melanin. Absolutely. I actually have a copy right here. Princess and the Power of Melanin. It is a great book for youth. It teaches young children, period, girls or boys, about the power of their skin complexion and the power of their melanin. It's about a young girl named Princess. She goes to school. Her parents always tell her how beautiful she is and to love herself. And she goes to school and gets teased. And she goes back to her parents doubting that a little bit. But then she ends up later on in life going back to her parents again, and they tell her, okay, we're going to let you know how you're really different from everybody else. And they teach her about her superpowers and how her melanin is one of her many superpowers, and that she also can fly and she has super strength. So it's really turning prejudice and discrimination and doing the opposite of that and teaching kids that their melanin is actually a superpower and a positive, great attribute. And it's really made to combat the colorism that often exists in the world today. So definitely a very impactful book. Princess and the Power of Melanin. There's also a coloring book on the back as well. So definitely make sure you get it for your kids. And it's a very positive message. Our second book will be called The Adventures of Darius the Hall Monitor, and that is coming out 2021. So yes, that is Princess and the Power of Melanin.
Yeah, so for everybody watching, you can actually go to the Brown Kids Read website, and there is a little link that says our featured authors for the fundraiser. You can press that, and you can actually find a copy of Princess and the Power of Melanin. You can purchase it straight from the author, Mr. Jeremy. And I just want to thank you so much for coming on and talking to us and sharing your favorite Christmas memory and telling us a little bit about Princess and the Power of Melanin.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you all for having me. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and enjoy the rest of your program.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. All right, so next up we have Dr. Cassandra Henriquez. As an alumni of Florida International University, Dr. Cassandra, or Coach Cass, is going to join us today to talk about her book, Princess Zara's Birthday Tradition, which hit Amazon's bestseller list in 3 days. She decided to write this book because she was planning a party for her daughter's 3rd birthday and couldn't find any princesses that looked like her. So she decided to make her own. Let's meet Coach Cass. Oh, I can't hear her. Oh, you're on mute.
Oh.
Okay, there you go.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Hello. Oh, thank you so much for having me and sharing my story. I did create a birthday party set because of that experience. So my favorite holiday memory is when I was 10 years old, I started Christmas caroling with my church on Christmas Eve at nursing homes because there were so many people that don't get guests or visitors during the holidays. And it's been something that's been a part of my family tradition for almost 30 years. So that is one thing I'm actually kind of sad about this year because we didn't get to do it because of everything going on in the world. So I ended up singing on Instagram, not saying that I sound good, but that is my favorite Christmas holiday is singing to the elderly. And we used to deliver to them warm socks. So that's what we used to give to them as well.
I think that's beautiful. I can definitely relate. I mean, I have been in the church choir for about 11 years now.
Wow.
And we go sing and carol at the senior center near the church almost every year. And this year I am a little bit sad because I didn't get to do it. But at least there are things that we can do like this event, virtually, and we can still reach out to people who may still need to feel the Christmas spirit. Would you mind telling a little bit about your book?
Sure, no problem. So, Princess Zara's birthday tradition is really about a princess whose birthday happens, and her family's like, hey, we have a special family tradition to tell you about. We always spread the love on our birthdays. She chooses to give back by giving books to children at a local school, and she invites those kids back to her birthday party, and they give her these handmade cards, and it makes her realize that it's really better to give than it is to receive. It's a great book for all kids to learn about the spirit of giving and family traditions. And I've also added a learning workbook because so many kids are home. So you get to do the coloring and counting from 1 to 20. It's pretty awesome. And just as a surprise to you, I want to gift you 10 Princess Zara birthday sets for the kids at the shelters because I believe that every child needs to be celebrated.
That is amazing. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. That is okay. So I have so many things to say. First, the message of your book is amazing, especially for the Christmas season, because I feel like a lot of kids, it's Christmas time, and you want to get gifts, but you also have to think about how many people aren't in the same situation as you. And you have to think of ways that you can give back and you can include other people in your joy. And I think that your story touches on that so amazingly. And I just want to say thank you again so much for donating those birthday packs. Thank you for talking
You're welcome.
to me.
And I've had many people ask, where's the boy? So I will have a book in 2021 featuring Prince Jabari, which will be a story about a powerful, fearless prince who is Princess Zara's cousin.
I'm excited for that one. Oh my goodness. I love the name Jabari. I just got to say that. I love the name Jabari. And I love your book series. And thank you so much for coming on to talk to me. I really enjoyed hearing about your favorite Christmas memory and hearing about your book. And I'm sure everybody else watching did too. All right. So, there you go. All right. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Check out the book.
All right, Regine, what did you think?
Oh my gosh, I was so excited when I heard that she said she would donate 10 of the sets. That's so amazing. I'm excited. I'm happy. Wow.
Me too. That is just amazing. And I think that the message of her book is just, like I said before, very important for the Christmas season, but also important to think about during your birthday time. I saw a story a couple years ago where this kid wanted to give back on their birthday. So they decided to have people donate shoes to them and give it to children who were in underserved communities. So I think finding ways to enjoy your celebration, but also give back to other people is really important.
Yes, and I can truly relate to persons enjoying or feeling better when they give other than receiving, because it's so much better. Even though presents, yes, you like to receive, but giving, it gives a different sense of like passion and love, and it's just to see somebody say thank you, I really needed this, I truly appreciate this. It's just the thought that counts, and you feel so good. So I can just imagine how the entire team and yourself will feel when you're at that shelter, putting a smile on a child's face, making the Christmas season the most wonderful time of the year.
Exactly. And the thing is, you never know what anybody else is going through. So a little act to you might be the biggest thing in the world to somebody else,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So next up, we have Miss Gia with the sing-along again. But before we do that, I just want to let everybody watching know that if you donate on the Brown Kids Read website, you're eligible to win a Book Junkie mug. So let me tell you a little bit about the Book Junkie podcast. The Book Junkie podcast is a podcast I started in the beginning of quarantine that is geared towards teenagers because all of the episodes are based around young adult literature. So I either interview an author for an episode or I have a conversation with a peer that connects a young adult book to real life events. So you are eligible to win this mug if you donate to the cause. Thank you for watching. Next up, we have Miss Gia Ware with the sing-along.
Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Who's ready to sing some songs with me? Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha, 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 bells on dovetail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha, 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 bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. All right. That was so much fun. How many of you have heard about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. All right, would you like to sing that one more time? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. Ah! I've always loved that song. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Joy to the world, the Lord How about Silent Night, Holy Night? Silent night, holy night, all is calm and all is bright. Round the young virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night. Shepherds quake at the sight. Glorious streams from heaven afar. Heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Round young virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Well, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If you know it, sing along. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Woo! Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, everyone. I'm going to turn it over to Miss Sonia Lucoma. Thank you, Miss Gia. Wasn't she amazing? That was fabulous. You know, that's really bringing up my spirits. I'm just so excited for the rest of the night. Hey, Regine.
Yes, Sanyu, her singing is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I was jamming. Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you so lovely. And I love that sleigh, by the way. Wow.
Yes, it's very festive, very festive. So, Regine, you know, I was thinking while she was singing, what is your favorite Christmas song?
Oh, my favorite Christmas song is Gee Whiz, It's Christmas.
How does that go?
Yeah.
Just a little snippet.
It was a hello there. Merry Christmas, how you been? It feels so good to talk to you again. Let me just go to the chorus. Gee whiz, it's Christmas.
Yes! That was so good, Regine. All right, so next up, we have Amika Black. So Amika Black is the author of The Adventures of Princess Amina, the Melanin Mermaid. Today, she's going to join us and talk all about her favorite Christmas memory and share a little bit more about her book. Hey, Miss Amika. Oh, we can't hear you. Are you on mute? You're on mute.
All right.
There we go.
Can you hear me? Okay. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
So I love your outfit.
Oh, thank you. This is actually one of the inspirations on buying a book. I have my own t-shirt line, and one of the t-shirts I had was "I love the skin I'm melanin in," and I did those shirts like in 2015, and so it's one of the sayings that Princess Amina tells the little girl, and it's like a mantra for little kids to say, "I love the skin I'm melanin in." So yeah,
That's beautiful.
But thank you.
So what's your favorite Christmas memory?
Well, every year, I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, born and raised, and but my mom is from Dallas. So every year we would travel to Dallas for Christmas. So leave the snow that St. Louis had and go to Dallas. So I think my favorite year was the year that I think every year we went down there because it was my whole family, my brother, my father, which has since then passed away, and my mom. We would just drive to Dallas from St. Louis, and I just enjoyed that time because we got to have like a road trip, and then we would get to Dallas at around 12 o'clock on Christmas Eve, and we would just go straight to the gifts because we would already have gifts that were already there. So every year that I got to spend, when we got a little older, we stopped going down there because we got older and we wanted to stay in the city. But when we were younger, we went every year, and it was like an adventure, and we just were like the center of attention because we came from St. Louis to Dallas, and everybody was happy to see us, and we got so many gifts, and it was a big family. My mother had 7 brothers and sisters. Well, 6. It's 7 of them. So we had a big family gathering. So that whole Christmas season was just about family, and I loved it. So
that's beautiful. The holiday season, it's all about family, all about warmth, all about being around the people you love, and that's really one of the things that I love about the Christmas season. So
me too.
Would you mind telling me a little bit about your book?
Okay, so this is the name. This is my book. It's The Adventures of Princess Amina, the Melanin Mermaid, and the Lessons of Magical Melanin. So I'm seeing that that's a theme today. But I actually, like I said, I got inspired by this book because I have a t-shirt line, and I have a lot of shirts that talk about melanin. And I am a darker person, and so when I was a child, I got affirmations from my mom and my dad, but it didn't matter because I was still self-conscious about my skin color. And so when I was thinking about a book, I wanted to do something that I hadn't seen before, and mermaids came into mind. And I wanted a mermaid. I went through four illustrators before I got to the great Brandon Wright from DC that actually did my book. But because I was very particular about the illustrations. I wanted her to have not just be the art, but I wanted her to have ethnic features. I wanted her hair to be flowy, but still have a kink to it. I just wanted her to look like, when little girls see her, like, wow. I was very detailed. Like if you see her fins are red, black, and green, and then if you look in We even go in detail about her brothers. So she has 6 mermaid brothers, and one is albino, one has vitiligo, one has red hair. We went, I mean, my illustrator just went really awesome. We went vibrant colors. So the whole concept of the book is that Princess Amina was born, and so she helps mermaids and humans alike. This is going to be a series, so this is the first series. And so her parents tell her that she has magical melanin in her skin that helps her detect if somebody's sad, helps them. And so on this particular day, she sees Zaria, and Zaria is sad because she's been teased. And so she comes from her kingdom, which is called Melanin Carbania. So it's like melanin and carbon, which are part of that. And so she cheers her up and she tells her how awesome melanin is. And so she gives her like all the uses of melanin. And so the little girl is so excited and she's happy. And so then what she does is awesome because she tells her class. And they are so excited. The little girl that was the main teaser, the main bully, apologizes. And so, as an affirmation every day now, Zaria tells herself in the mirror every day that she loves the skin and she's melanin in. And so, what I also did, which was I was excited about, is everybody in this book are actual African kings and queens. And so, in the back of the book, I actually tell a summary about each one of those characters in the book that are actual African queens and kings so that it can give, so we can have a little history lesson about each one of those different characters in the book. And again, that is basically what Princess Amina, The Adventures of Princess Amina, the Melanin Mermaid, and the Lessons of the Magical Melanin is all about.
I love that, especially because when I was younger, I used to be really into mermaids. I watched the entire Mako Mermaid series. I'm telling you, I used to love mermaids, but I never saw one that I could relate to because there were never any black mermaids. Come on now. Like, there were never any black mermaids. There were never any mermaids that didn't look one specific way. So I'm really glad that you took the initiative and decided to put somebody into a story and just put so many things into the book around her, like the actual African kings and queens. It's just amazing, and a lot of kids are
and I
going
wanted
to
to make
enjoy that
sure,
story.
like, these are her best friends. I call them her best mer friends. And if you notice, they're all complexions. So I wanted everybody to be represented.
Yes.
Chocolate, lighter skin, caramel complexion. And so, and if you see, they all have different fins, red and white, blue and gold, pink and green. So, because this is actually we're gonna have dolls, I'm gonna have cartoons, but the pink and green, the red and white, the blue and gold, and the blue and white are actually sorority colors. So now people that are in sorority can get their little kids the T-shirts and things in those ways. And then the leader, which is Princess Amina, is the red, black, and green. So I wanted every feature. I wanted all that to show. So I was very, very meticulous about that. I actually wrote the book in 2018, but it took me 2 years to actually get the right person. And so I finally had somebody that understood my vision because I really, really wanted it to come to life. And I wanted kids to not only see themselves, but actually see somebody that they can just relate to and look at and say, wow, she looks like me for real. So I was really excited about that. So yes.
Wow, that's amazing. So thank you so much for coming on to talk to me today.
Well, actually, I wanted to say too, I also have some giveaways, so I'll get you guys information. I'm gonna give 5 of these mugs. It says I love the skin I'm melanin in. I'm trying to put, okay, here it is. And then we're gonna do 3 books. So we'll be sending those your way, but you guys will get 3 books and 5 mugs.
Thank you so much. We are so
no
grateful.
problem. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And this is an awesome thing that you guys are doing. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your favorite Christmas memory and for talking about your book. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you.
Wow, Regine, that is so amazing.
Yes, Sanyu, it is. I can just imagine the reactions of the kids. I just can't stop imagining it. Wow.
Exactly. So, guess what? Next up, I'm actually going to be reading a story. It's called The Square Root of Possible by Lynn Sisson Talbert. But the interesting thing about it is that it's based on the movie Jingle Jangle. And I actually watched this movie about 3 weeks ago. So I'm excited to share the story with everybody else. Journey loved to make things. She liked to tinker, to engineer, to invent. When she was hard at work, puzzling her way from a pile of parts to a brand new creation, Journey saw things, beautiful things. Formulas, equations, numbers, logic, paths from here to there, from start to finish, from problem to solution. Journey saw things that shouldn't be possible. She made things that shouldn't be possible because Journey believed in them. They were. It's a wonderful thing to see impossible things, to have extraordinary vision. But it can be lonely too, when people don't see what you see. You get it from your grandmother, Journey's mom said with a funny smile. Journey had never met her grandfather. All she knew was his name is Geronicus Jangle, he lives far away, and he was the greatest inventor of all time. He used to make the most marvelous toys and inventions, Journey's mom said. She always looked a little sad when she talked about her father, Geronicus, but proud too. Journey wanted to meet her grandfather. She wanted to meet someone who was like her, who saw the things that she saw. She wanted to work side by side with the great inventor, Geronicus Jangle. So Journey set off to Cobbleton. But when Journey found her grandfather, there were no glowing formulas. There were no dancing numbers. There weren't even any tools or materials or notebooks filled with scribbled notes. There was just a grouchy old man who didn't seem very happy to see Journey. This was a problem for sure, but Journey loved solving problems. Finding the solution was always so satisfying. Geronicus Jangle had lost his jingle, but Journey was going to help him get it back. Journey's grouchy grandfather was poking at something interesting. It didn't look like it was going so well, so Journey decided to help. She scribbled a glowing formula into the air. Words and numbers, truth and magic, time, chance, belief. You can see that? Her grandfather said. Can't you? Asked Journey. Her grandfather looked glum. No, not anymore. Journey stayed up late that night, thinking about the square root of possible. There was a missing variable from her grandfather's life. His crankiness had been multiplied by boredom, which was bad enough, but the long division of lonely, that was the real problem. What Geronicus Jangle was missing was fun. Fun would balance that equation. Fun canceled out bitterness. Fun subtracted sadness. In the morning, a fresh coat of snow blanketed Cobbleton. It was beautiful. And more than that, Journey happened to know that snow added up 2, splat! Journey knew just what she needed to do. Her snowball socked Geronicus right in the head. Journey giggled. Bullseye. For one terrible moment, Geronicus Jangle looked grouchier than ever. Come on, Journey thought. The square root of possible and the fourth snowball theorem dictates an equal and opposite reaction. So, react! And then he began scribbling furiously in the snow. At first, the symbols only glowed faintly, but as Journey's grandfather built a fearsome new formula, the letters and numbers began to burn in the air. Nobody but Journey and Geronicus could see them. Nobody but Journey and Geronicus believed in them. But that didn't mean they weren't real. They were the realest things ever. Powered by the pure math of mischief, the snowball whizzed through the crowd. It swerved around corners. It hopped over lampposts. Journey dodged and ducked, but the snowball had a vision. Ooh, I wonder what's going to happen next. Splat! Journey had never been so happy to get a face full of snow in her whole life. Look at Journey. It was the most magnificent mathematical snow fight Cobbleton had ever seen. And the best part of it all was that her square root of possible theorem worked. Fun minus sad, multiplied by mischief, divided by love. With the addition of affection added for good measure. Equals joy. The end. Thank you everybody so much for reading that story with me. I really, really love the square root of possible based on the movie Jingle Jangle, and you can find that movie on Netflix. I really suggest it because it's the perfect holiday movie and I loved watching it. So, if you want to donate to the Storytime Christmas Extravaganza presented to you by Brown Kids Read, you can go to brownkidsread.org and you can press the donate button so that you can give to the children in the homeless shelter and you can give them Christmas gifts that are books. For our last giveaway, I have 2 books and these ones are actually for adults. The first one is Becoming by Michelle Obama. And Nakia won this book. So, Nakia or Nakaya, if you are on the stream, make sure that you send a direct message to @BrownKidsRead on Instagram or @BrownKidsReadNJ on Facebook so that you can claim your prize. The next one we have is The Historic Presidency of Barack Obama. This book is amazing. And Mr. Frank, you won this book. So if you're on the stream, make sure that you go to @BrownKidsRead on Instagram and send us a direct message, or go to @BrownKidsReadNJ on Facebook and send us a message letting us know that you're claiming your prize. So, Regine, how do you think the night went?
The night was a blessing indeed, Sanyu. From the carol singing to the book reading to the giveaways was absolutely a prize night. And once again, a night of great impact, seeing that all proceeds go to the children in shelter at New Jersey. I love it. All I can say is I love it. A fabulous night. Great reading, by the way. I love that. Nice.
Thank you. And Regine, thank you so much for coming on, co-hosting with me. It was really nice talking to you. I'm sure everybody enjoyed our little conversations in between. And of course, your amazing singing. That was just, woo! Go Regine. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I'm just going to introduce myself one more time. I'm Sonia Lacoma. and I'm the founder and executive director of Brown Kids Read Incorporated. I started this nonprofit to motivate all children, but especially children of color, to read more diverse literature. And you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all at Brown Kids Read, except Facebook, which is Brown Kids Read NJ. You can go to our website, brownkidsread.org, and you can donate there, because all of the proceeds will go towards giving books as Christmas gifts to children in a New Jersey homeless shelter this year. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Regine, thank you so much for joining me.
Anytime. Thank you. Thank you for having me as your co-host. It was a pleasure.
Of course. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the program. I know I definitely did. We had amazing acts today. We had Grace Byers. We had Malcolm Mitchell. We had some amazing authors who came on and talked to me. We had Dr. Cassandra Henriquez. We had Mr. Jacob. We had everybody, and it was just amazing. Thank you for watching. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Our sponsors, we have FX Audio Visual. Thank you. We're on their stage right here. We have Kids Hub Media Network, who put this whole thing together. And on top of that, we have Kids Need to Read. So many of their books are going towards those kids in the homeless shelter. So I want to say thank you to all those sponsors. It would be impossible to be here without them. Thank you to everybody who donated. We appreciate you. We appreciate what you've given. The smallest thing counts. And we appreciate everything. Thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas.